A fresh week means a fresh tutorial. This week we're going to cover the squat clean and power clean. The routines that we're going to go through can be completed with a PVC pipe or an empty barbell, depending on your level and how comfortable you feel with the movements. If you want to put plates on the barbell, make sure that we keep the weights low. This is not about weight, this is about technique. And if we add too much weight, we're going to compromise that. First up, we're going to start with a little bit of stretching, preparing our upper body for the front rack position. Grab the pipe as I show in the video, and we're going to start with some external rotation in your shoulders. Go through a couple of sets holding each stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. This stretch might feel a little bit uncomfortable inside the shoulder, but it's perfectly normal. Remember, there's a difference between a stretch and a direct pain, so please don't overdo it. Next up, we're going to take the barbell in the front rack position, pushing one elbow up at a time, feeling a stretch in your triceps, your shoulders, or maybe even your lats. Try to keep the bar parallel to the ground while keeping your position. If possible, maintain a full grip on the barbell. Complete 10 to 20 reps in total. Next up, we're going to bring the barbell on our shoulders. We're going to press up both elbows at the same time. Just like before, make sure to maintain a full grip on the barbell. Complete 10 to 20 reps. Make sure to brace your midline so you do not hyperextend your back when you press up your elbows. Go ahead and squeeze your abs as hard as you can to keep that midline nice and straight. Now let's cover the basics of the front rack. The front rack is a position where the barbell rests on your shoulders in front of your neck. It is the receiving position in the power clean and the squat clean, and it's the resting position when doing the front squats. What's important to notice here is that I push my shoulders up into the barbell, creating a nice little shelf for the barbell to rest on. It is a common mistake that beginners forget this, and that will result in a collapsed upper back and a lot of pressure in your wrists. If you're unable to keep your elbows in front of the bar as shown in the video, go ahead and let the bar roll into your fingers, which can be an excellent temporary solution, but keep in mind that this is a limitation that you would have to address down the road. Now moving forward through the next couple of clips, we're going to grab the bar outside our hips while maintaining a hook grip. As you can see here, my thumbs are underneath my fingers and they're going to work as a little strap and help preserve my grip. This is something that is uncomfortable in the beginning, but you might as well learn it sooner or later, and it's going to pay off once you start adding weight to that barbell. Exercise number 1 with the barbell will be clean deadlifts. Not to be confused with conventional deadlifts. We have a much lower starting position. We're going to go ahead and complete 3 sets of 10 reps while maintaining a straight back and keeping that barbell nice and close to our shins and thighs. Exercise number 2 will be a clean pull. We're going to go ahead and do the same clean deadlift followed by a shoulder shrug and finishing with ankles, knees and hips extended at the same time, aka triple extension. A typical mistake is to bounce the bar away from you when you reach full hip extension. Make sure to shrug your shoulders so the bar travels up along your body and not away from it. Exercise number 3 will be a clean high pull. Everything is exactly the same as before, but we're going to allow that bar to travel up along our body, keeping our elbows high and outside to make sure that bar stays close to our body. Should the elbows travel back behind the barbell will most likely leave the body and set you up for a bad lift. Complete 3 sets of 10 reps. Exercise number 4 will be a muscle clean. The only difference now compared to before is that we're going to allow that barbell to travel all the way up into the front rack. Notice that as the bar approaches my chest, I do not flip the bar around in front. Instead, I drive my elbows behind and under, catching the bar on my shoulders without re-dipping in my knees. Complete 3 sets of 10 reps. Exercise number 5. We're going to do a variation of the power clean where we're going to have 2 plates lying on the outside of your feet. You're going to finish your pull jumping onto the plates with aggression, followed by full hip extension to finish the repetition. Make sure to reset between the plates between every rep. It is very important that you catch the barbell with elbows high and shoulders pushing into the barbell as we demonstrated when explaining the front rack position. Complete 3 sets of 6 reps. For next step, we're gonna remove the 2 plates and perform 2 power cleans with a high catch and 2 power cleans with a low catch. Try to apply the aggressiveness of the movement from the previous step with the plates, as well as the catch position in the front rack. A low catch is anything above parallel, and for a high catch, we're looking for a slight hip bend in the catch position. If you should have any mobility restrictions that restricts you from catching it down above parallel, go ahead and catch it a little bit higher, but as low as your mobility allows. Keep in mind that we are not trying to do a squat clean yet, hence the above parallel catch position. Alright, I hope you guys are still following us. That was the power clean. If you have the mobility and the courage to move on to the squat clean, we are now gonna go through a pretty easy way of turning that power clean into a squat clean. Of course, you need to be able to do a front squat to be able to go into a squat clean. But either way, we're gonna try and we'll see how it goes. In this next step, we're gonna perform a power clean with a 2-second pause. But instead of standing up, we're gonna go straight into a front squat. Make sure to hold your position in your front rack through the entire movement and try to be as aggressive as possible. Again, we're gonna complete 3 sets of 6 reps. And as the final step today, we're gonna remove that pause from the pause power clean, and that leaves us with the squat clean. You can experiment with catching the bar lower and lower, but make sure that you go to full extension in every pull to ensure that we don't develop any bad movement patterns. It is easy to perform this movement with a barbell, but once you start adding weight, we need that full hip extension for maximum power. Ways to improve your squat clean is to limit the range of motion the bar travels from the starting position into the catch and then standing up. That means any unnecessary horizontal movement of the bar from the ground into the catch is wasted energy. So looking at your body in a profile from the side, we want to see the bar go straight up and then straight into the catch in a straight line following the frontal plane of the body. Alright guys, that was a little workout for me. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Respect the weight, technique comes first, and good luck with your cleans. If you have any suggestions to any tutorials you want us to cover in the future, please comment below. And while you're at it, press that little yellow? Press that little red button called subscribe. Thanks. You just go boo, or like boo. 3, 2, 1. Boo.